you get a curio from from a furniture store and put all your Bad Dragon dildos on the shelves.
There you go.
I'd put an RGB lighting strip on there and make it look real. Just
Make it look real.
nice.
Oh my god. Space Opera Volume 12 Galaxy Battles, bright blade colors, Guardian Blue, Darkside Red, Consular Green. You could have your dog dildo and your dragon pussy.
What's
God damn, dude.
I feel like like the dragon stuff is okay, but you're introducing like animals that
Are
are
real.
real. That's when I can draw the line. You went a little bit too far on that one,
Hey
guys.
man, I was just seeing what was going on. Like, they might get some purchases in the future, just saying.
Ass, bro. Just complete ass. Tired of coming home covered in rat shit dust. Speaking of nuclear war, Walmart, Super Center, Mega Church, suck my goddamn cock. Big American Walmart. You hurt me and you take my money.
Really good friends with them to where like they paid for one of my dump loads just to get some money. Like, I'm not above that. There's a part of it that I can still grab and pull it up and like get my finger really underneath it and just like humans and crabs have very similar tendencies. You're like, I can make you something.
Hello, this is the A2J podcast.
Oh, we started. Oh
no.
they're gonna know my secret, dude.
I'm your host, Axel, and this is my co-host, John.
What up, fools?
What's going on? What's been happening?
A whole fucking lot, dude. I was like, as you know, fucking just moved to a different area, like not too far away, but you know, picking up one life and moving to a different area is always challenging.
Yeah, show a little bit behind you. I wanna get a little scene. Yeah, all the boxes. Oh, nice. Love it. Looks great. I love the curtains.
Oh, dude, this came with the house, which is nice.
Yeah, that works out.
But yeah, no, it's a smaller place, so definitely trying to get our stuff finagled into places and whatnot. And
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine if we actually try to make the move with everything that we had that we didn't sell off, like my bike, our bikes, a fucking keg that I've had since Roseville, and was going to do great things with that, but life.
Well, that's the fun part about moving is you got to get rid of all the stuff you never needed.
The kind of bullshit, the knickknacks and paddywhacks that we gain, that's not like hold dear to our heart. You're just like, what the fuck is this? Where'd I get it? Why have I been holding on to it?
I remember throwing away an entire dumpster's worth of just stuff, like
Yeah.
moving in between. I moved from a trailer to a Winnebago to a apartment, like a single bedroom apartment, then to a 2-bedroom apartment before we eventually got the house. And I think each move was just like, do we need this? No. Dumpster.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I got to go to the dump twice and got lucky because like my last job, all those guys came in through work and stuff. So I got really good friends with them to where like they paid for one of my dump loads.
Oh, heck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, that was like $50. I was just like, fuck yeah, dude.
And
Like
the
that was a
dump
G
isn't
move.
cheap. It's
No, it was $50 for just my little truckload and then 25 for pretty much just a bed and some
Mhm.
foam pads and the frame.
Yeah.
But they actually had a pretty cool system because they did it via weight
Okay.
and stuff. So they had just like this giant bridge that you just kind of drive up and onto, sit for a second. And it'd be like, they'd like look through your back and be like, oh, just garbage or whatever, like any kind of electronics or anything. No,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, just this stuff. And they're like, oh, cool. Pull up to the big fucking opening and start chucking. And, did that and then drove out and you sit on another bridge on your way out scale. And they're like, all right, this much money. And then you like, you can see the receipt and it tells you actually like how many poundage you had.
Okay.
Like I was surprised on it was only $50 because a lot of it was like green waste, like just fucking old wood that I
Yeah.
had. Like, remember my old garden box?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, we tossed that just because Like it never got used after I just had it ran over by spearmint because I'm a dum dum, and just had it run ragged with that and just never got it back up and going, and like ended up taking it apart and just kind of having it,
Yeah.
and finally took it. And yeah, I was like surprised it was that much because it was so fucking heavy and waterlogged and just like just years of just sitting out in the rain up there.
Do you want another garden box?
Possibly, we want to kind of figure out what's going on here first. Like I do have my hot plant
Okay.
and a couple of our succulents and stuff still. Like I do have a small like herb box, but it's not really that big. But if
Yeah.
anything, I'm gonna probably if I did anything, I'd probably just do like an herb box or something.
Okay. I got some 2x4s for free. Somebody was throwing away in our company dumpster, and I was like, "Gimme." Like free, like if you're just throwing away
Free
two by
lumber,
fours,
yeah,
I'm taking it.
I'll
So
take that shit.
I got like 8 I think they're 3-foot sticks of 2x4s, and then I have a bunch of fence boards left over from a previous project. So
Okay, dude,
if
I
you
could make you
want,
something.
I could just build you something. If I'll like come up with like kind of a plan on like what sizes I can make, and I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Uh, because obviously it's got to fit to whatever, like your
this,
porch or side
yeah.
area.
No, if anything, I was thinking about like doing it like on the porch. Like the one thing I see, like, because I just do want to get just like a little herb garden going. Like I would love to do veggies and shit. Just right now, like we're just under a year lease, and we're not sure if this is gonna be the end goal for down here or move to someplace different.
Yeah,
So definitely want to try to go through like a purge year and stuff, and like just be like, all right, no more accumulating like junk,
yeah.
like shit we need, get rid of shit. Let's save up money, get things kind of, get a little tighter, get our credit under check, get my fucking credit
Oh my
started.
god, yeah, dude. Oh.
Dude, I just, I, yeah, we've talked about this. This has came up multiple times. I just have no credit. Like,
I can't, like, first off, I can't believe it. Like, you never opened a credit card at
no,
all?
no, dude, like I've seen like my parents do it and
Yeah,
like getting fucking debt for it. I've seen my sister get in trouble. Anybody in our generation, like you guys get lucky with a house and whatnot, but
we did. We
it's
bought right before it was bad. And that was only like 4, maybe 5 years ago.
yeah.
Uh,
And like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's impossible by any means, because if you like put your
it's
head together and are able to save it, like nothing else happens, like really
yeah,
like get under the gun, like you're not going out, you're not, buying extra shit, like you're just doing what you need to do to survive, pay your bills and save up, then yeah, it can happen. But then again, at that
it
point, what kind of life is that? But
it can
I
happen, but the trade-off is that you give up a lot of things that you envision for your home, right?
yeah,
Um,
because you're
we
more
were
settling for a place.
Yeah, because when we were going through the buying process, our broker asked us, "What do we want out of our house?" And like, what are like the you have to have? It's a deal breaker if it doesn't. And I was like, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a garage. And the wife wanted a large yard. Was kind of in the same boat of the 2 bedrooms, but was like kind of about to like settle with just 1 bathroom as long as it
Yeah,
had a huge yard. And you know we got super lucky. We have It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, a decent yard, and a garage
yeah.
attached. And
No, I think you guys have a great backyard, and you guys have
we
made it
do.
your own.
Yes, but like but people buying now, they're like settling on like just
Whatever.
ass, bro. Just complete ass.
Yeah,
It's a home, but like I'm just surprised at what people are getting away with, like on like selling their home, like for the prices they are at, like 300,000 for like 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and like the living room and dining room are like uh,
conjoined.
amalgamated together.
Yeah, yeah,
It's so. It's so ridiculous, and I
It's
feel
like,
bad,
do you
you
not
know?
like a studio apartment, but do you just
Yeah,
want your own room on a studio apartment? Well, we got you. Come with us and check out Up Your Ass Rentals. No, like for real though, like
yeah,
it's one of those things that's like it's really doesn't seem feasible. Like unless something fucking changes. Like who knows with life and stuff. Like there's good swings, there's up swings, there's down swings, there's sideways swings. There's a lot of them, but
yeah,
like it just doesn't seem feasible to like someone in our like thing where it's like I don't have a valiant career or like someplace that's making steady and increasingly amount of money and
yeah.
stuff like getting raises and stuff like fuck I'm working minimum wage like nothing right now. I'm fucking shit hoping a prayer fucking waiting from something.
I was thinking about this, like, a few days ago where I realized I'm making $24 an hour,
Hmm.
and I'm barely making it through, my I'm barely able to really afford the things that we are affording. It's
Yeah,
like it's just paycheck to paycheck, and if something happens, then we dip into savings, and we
yeah,
dip into savings pretty much every pay period. So it's
yeah,
like we're drowning, we're
yeah.
drowning. We
No,
got a
I
slow leak in the boat, and I'm putting in applications to fill that hole.
yeah, dude, even like even just trying to do something like offhanded, like be like, oh, I'm just gonna be like try to hit someone up, be like, hey, I could do work, I can help move a truck or whatever, like I can help move stuff. Like just to get some money. Like I'm not above that at this point. And so
Yeah,
like it I would love to be comfortable. Like I would love to have to be like, oh, you know what? Like I can go out and eat tonight. Like I can splurge on food and be like,
hmm.
like I can't afford that. I'm gonna have top ramen.
We went out to breakfast on Sunday,
Mhm.
and I'm now I regret it. That
Yeah,
fucking sucks, dude.
dude.
Where I said because the wife got a a raise pretty much. So it's it's a decent amount of more money, but
Mhm,
it's more like that it's enough to be like now we're able to level out the sinking and
mhm.
n- but so as a
Still
uh
sinking.
yeah, it's still sinking, but we're more it's like it's more comfortable in the boat. We have seats now, you know?
She got a real big bucket, so now we can bail more water out. Our feet are
Yeah,
kinda dry.
a large stick floated by and we're using that as a paddle.
We shoved the end of it in the hole and
Yeah,
cracked it. There's still a slow leak, but you know, it's
but
floating.
it's just it's dumb to think that
Well,
Sunday, I wanted to kind of celebrate, and breakfast was like, okay, we're going to celebrate this way. And then as the week went on, I'm like, that could have been just money we put elsewhere or saved because there's, other things that we want to do besides eat out, which we
yeah,
could have just made on my own. It wasn't even like, in my opinion, it wasn't even that great food.
and
It was
that's the
like,
thing nowadays. It's like when you go out, you're paying so much more, and the food seems shittier.
yeah.
Like, and I'm not like blaming the cooks or anything. I think it's honestly quality of ingredients lately. It's stuff because they're trying to cut costs, so they're going cheaper and
Yeah,
stuff because they have to pay their workers a comparable amount. Because if not, they're going to be going to McDonald's and go make.
everyone's fighting the struggle.
Dude, it's wild because it's like I think I've said this before on the show, but I have never made well previously to this. I have never made more money in my life and have been struggling at the hardest.
That I think that's the my point
Yeah,
about the whole $24 an hour thing. It's just like I've never made so much money. Well, I have made more money, but
yeah,
I've I've never made so much money per hour and struggled so hard. Like,
dude.
that's so wild.
It really is because like, and that like it shouldn't be like that for anybody.
No, it
Like,
shouldn't.
because it's like, and we still live comfortably, like by any means. Like, we have enough money to pay for internet, we have enough money to buy little things here and there, but it's still like it shouldn't just be that. Like, just be like, all
Yeah.
right, well, food, pay my bills, and that's it. If you guys want to hang out, you can come over. I don't got gas. I got to Flintstone my car places.
And I think the easy argument against it is just like, well, why aren't you applying for different jobs, or moving, like going back to school and like, getting your degree and then going back to the workforce? But I mean, the count,
Money,
yeah,
money. Holy
it
shit, money.
it all comes, it's money and time.
Yeah.
It's so, like, I was lucky to be able to, I dropped out of a higher paying position, which was like, it was higher paying, but way more labor intensive. Like, I was killing myself, not literally, but like,
I mean, kind of. Just time.
yeah, it was, for the listeners, it was a delivery position, and I had to carry very heavy objects into homes and stuff, and it was not entirely fun. The people I worked with kind of sucked, and yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but I went from there, and I was able to, when I wanted to go back to school, I was able to drop down in positions to, and I went from making 60K a year to, I think it was around high 30s, maybe 48,000 a year. Like, that drop sucked.
Yeah.
And guess what? I have my degree now. I have a associate's degree in cybersecurity, but I'm still getting paid $24 an hour because people that are hiring aren't looking for a 30-year-old guy with a associate's degree. They're looking for the young kid with a bachelor's degree in computer science. And I'm not it, bud.
Yeah. No, and yeah, that's the one thing too. It's like we're getting older. Like we're not getting any younger, man. Like that's the one thing too. It's like you're looking around. There's like, oh, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? It's like, how, like I asked this to a person that asked me. Like they're like, oh, why don't you try out for a trade job? I was like, how many unexperienced 30-year-olds would you hire? And he's just like, I'm just like don't get me wrong, like I do, but not in like the actual field of like whatever I'm like going
Yeah,
for. Like, yeah, I could go back to school, but still, would you hire a 30-year-old with no experience?
yeah.
It's like,
I
oh, okay,
Yeah, that's honestly, that's what, like, it's it messes with my psyche when I'm applying for jobs and I like hear the positions, like read their duty statements or minimum or desirable qualifications, and it just, I'm just like, that's like, I have basic experience in this,
yeah,
and I and they're you're asking for like somebody with like the same level of education and experience as me, and I'm not feeling like a, confident in applying for this job. Like, that's kind of saying something about being a 30-year-old trying to get into like career positions like IT and stuff.
yeah,
Um, Well, I hope all the best for you out there.
dude. I'm looking,
So
man. Might be a
so
Dollar Tree.
yeah, so what's the next step on the whole credit thing, though? I think we went way too far away from that
We threw
combo.
that, but like that, and like just basically like get myself started with one,
Ye
basic bullshit one, and
Yeah,
just build it up, and then like just basically get that worked out. And like I should have done that when we were up in up north, but it's just one of those things where
we
life gets in the way where I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then like
yeah,
something happens to where because it's like I have to have a certain amount in the bank account before I could open a line or put a down payment on it, like of whatever my spending amount I want, and then that's just having that money, and this is like always something happens, like one of our car fucks up, or you just like
yeah.
passenger door handle just came off the when we were moving down here on my fucking
No.
door. Like I went to like
Oh,
open it, like it's always had a hard time. Like you always had to do it like twice to
okay.
open it, and this time I like once, twice, and it just went kink. I'm just like,
the handle itself came off.
Just like the fucking part you grab, not the
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah.
Because I could like, there's a part of it that I could still grab and pull it up and like get my finger really underneath it and just like, and it'll
Okay.
open. But yeah, just the handle. So I have to take apart the door and redo the handle.
Yeah.
No big deal, but no money.
Yeah,
So it's like I got fucking like $40 in my bank account, and that's all going toward food.
it has to, man.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah.
it's all good,
I
dog. It's life, man. Like you just got to keep them feet down, keep them moving, keep them shuffling, keep that head up, and charge forward.
yeah.
No matter what it has for you, like at least we
Once
got someone good to fucking go through it with.
yeah. Once you have a job and you're like feeling a little bit above the water,
Hmm.
we should have an episode about like uh being in shitty homing situations. Cuz I got some good ones and like also like some like good memories of being in like the shittiest homes and
Dude,
just enjoying like these small moments, you know.
dude, I honestly think that's where life is. Like this whole entire like rat race that we follow of just like literally like we are saying making money going from paycheck to paycheck isn't really what it's at. Like because it's
Mhm.
like no matter where you get to, like yeah, you can get to a point of comfortability and be like, you know what, like I make good money, don't have to fucking worry about shit, like everything's paid for, like I said to, make sure it gets taken out. Like that's
Yeah.
the spread to my worry. But at the same time, like sometimes like I've had some of that best memories, at fucking L Street House or like the apartments where,
Yeah.
we would get together every fucking Tuesday, Wednesday and have Taco Tuesday on either a Tuesday or a Wednesday and just like take our disc golf nets and go out to the back of Nick's field and just
Yeah.
chuck frisbees. Like that was fucking awesome. Like I fucking miss those days and stuff. That or like
Yeah.
literally just like everybody came together, scrounged up whatever we could to buy whatever fucking bottle of liquor we wanted, and
Yeah.
just fucking pass that shit around. Like don't get me wrong, different nowadays, but it's like those like small moments, like you were saying, that are like completely
Mhm.
worth it. To where like I think there's more community when you're poor because you do have to rely on each other to where you get to a certain point where you're like, I'm comfortable and I don't want anybody near me because I'm afraid that they want to take my shit in a sense. Like,
Yeah.
uh, but
Because when everyone's fighting the struggle, everyone becomes an enemy.
yeah,
But but when among like friends and tighter communities, like you build off each other a little bit. And that's what happened when we were younger. We, you know, like you were saying, we hung out a little bit more and stuff, but now everyone's doing their own thing. We all we all
we all
realize our
lives.
20s were ending. we need to
Fuck.
yeah, we need to actually like put in some time and feel comfortable when we're in our 60s, you know.
Nah, who needs to feel comfortable in their 60s? We're not going to be around for that. Nuclear war is coming.
Oh my god. Speaking of nuclear war, so I
Ooh.
th- no, I this is still off the rip. Uh I was on
Yeah, we haven't hit a
Reddit.
single topic. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
no, we haven't. I'm
We don't need
cool
to
with
hit topics today. Yeah.
it.
Fuck this. Do we have paper?
We'll write a new show. So I was on Reddit like a few days ago and there was this somebody posted this video of a simulation of what actually happens during nuclear warfare, like if no, if one country sets off like launches a nuke
I
and
think I've
then
seen it.
yeah, it
Where it's
was
just like Russia does it, and you just see like all billion of the motherfuckers flying over, and then
it
all of a
was
sudden,
just
halfway
like
through,
yeah,
just America goes, and then China, and then fucking
yeah.
like Iran, like whoever has them, is just like North Korea, ah, oh shit,
And it kinda like, I was like, "Why?" Like, okay, so if one country sets it off, like, why are other countries just gonna be like, fuck it," and
it's
go in on
protocol.
it?
It's
Yeah,
protocol of the sense of like if they're gonna fuck us over, we're gonna fuck them over,
yeah,
and stuff like they're not gonna have the only good land left. Like we're all gonna
because
be in that same boat.
you can also, like, think of it, as not just the politicians or leaders and stuff of that country, but the people and how they react. Like, okay, a nuke is being sent their way, they're gonna be like, "Sc- screw them, send send it,
Dude,
fool."
I
Like, if
can't
we're
rem-
gonna die, just send it.
I can't remember who said this, but humans and crabs have very similar tendencies. So get me with on this.
Okay,
Crabs,
I'm there.
you, you throw into a barrel. You have a 5 gallon bucket full of crabs. One crab gets up almost close to the surface. What happens? Another crab below grabs that crab because it wants to get out and pulls it back down.
Yeah, it's trying to climb. It's like when you're drowning and somebody tries to save you.
Yeah. No, it's literally that. And it's like that whole entire thing. It's like, okay, like we're fucked. We're going to be drowning. Where's our next person? Oh, right back at them. Like,
Yeah,
and I think it's just, we have that tendency, like, unless you have empathy, like a lot of people don't, especially nowadays.
yeah. But
Like,
like they were, so it explained it as like the nukes that we launched against Japan are like so incomparable to the ones we have now. And within, I can't even, like, it's hard to for me to explain it, but basically the radius is like, I think triple the size of where buildings and everything around it is just going to be like
gone.
superheated and melted. And then after that, everything is like deals with like shockwaves and stuff. And so it's like, it's not even just the sizes of cities. It's just like, it's just huge. It's
Whole
like
states.
it's, yeah, it's like unimaginable how big. And I was like watching this simulation, and uh, I don't even know why. I haven't like been smoking or anything for like a month, and I'm just sitting there like having like almost a small little existential crisis of just being like,
Uh,
dude. Yeah. You know what? I think I know what it was. It's because I've been listening to this podcast called the climate the climate deniers playbook. It might be the climate change deniers playbook.
okay.
It's created and produced by this same guy who does, his YouTube channel is called Climate Town,
Hmm.
and it's a very good YouTube channel, very good podcast. About the podcast itself, it puts, it explains climate change in a way of like, um how like a climate denier would hit you with these facts that they think is right, and
Hmm.
then they explain all the reasons why those facts are false, or just how they've been misinformed about them. And then
Hmm.
at the end of it, they do this cool little like skit where one of them is the like a cousin or uncle or whatever at Thanksgiving, who is a climate denier and hits you with like some fact that they heard off of like, foxnews.com or
Yeah.
something. And then they're supposed to uh nicely lead them to the correct uh the correct solution, whether or not
Hmm.
they agree or not. But like, that's the premise. Really cool. But like, I've been I've been listening to a lot of theirs, and I think that's why I was just like, I watched this and I'm like, why are we just screwed, dude? Like, like everything just feels like the future equals death. And
Pretty much. It's like we watch so many dystopian movies in our lives that we're just like, we're going to make it happen whether we want it or not.
yeah,
Like, it's
it's
what it feels like because it's like, it just seems like it's just slowly just like the roller coaster's going down. We had a big uptick and it was going great for a while, but shit hits the fan at some point.
yeah, we had a big uptick because we were like like ostrich head in the sand.
That too, that we were like, kids. I
Oh
was like,
yeah, for us, yeah.
because if you think about it, like, I love how like like at least like my parents have like thrown blame to like our generation to like how things have turned out in this country.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, we've only voted like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I
Like,
think well, okay, 20 I think the 2016 election was really the first one I participated in because
see,
I
mine was 2012.
yeah, mine should have been well, yeah, no, I graduated high school in 2011.
Hmm.
I must have been of age in 2012, but like I don't think I really cared. I was
Yeah,
just like, "Psh," and Obama clinched it, you know.
yeah. You don't need my help. He's got this shit.
Yeah.
And I,
Um
that's honestly like, that was probably before that. Like, but that's like when I noticed like the downfall. Like, not blaming Obama in any way, just like during his, time, it seems like that's when shit started to go downhill. And like Bush before that too, though. And it's like, because I know that's like when the recession hit, and both my parents were out of work, and me and my oldest sister had to start working to help pay for fucking shit around the house. Like,
hell yeah. Yeah. That's what that's kind of why I got out of the house as quick as possible. I
afford
was
that shit.
like I moved in with um I moved in with my dad for a little bit and we set up like a payment, like a rental stuff, but we were
Yeah.
living in a trailer on the property and it was like we did the math on what he pays versus the square footage that we were taking up and
$50, bitch.
it
Take your leave.
was it was literally like $50 like at the time and
Oh my god, dude, that would be so fucking nice.
right, it was
Like,
nice because I
dude,
was working like for 8.25 an hour.
yeah, that's true, dude. My back neighbor. So we have 4 houses on this like property, and so we have a single unit, a duplex which we're in, and then our neighbor, and then an old in-law unit that this lady's been in for like years.
Hmm.
Our landlord was telling about it. He's like, yeah, no, like I don't want to kick her out, whatnot, because she's like locked in at her rent that was set like 20 years ago, and it's literally like $200.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm just like, and he's like, I don't want to kick her out or anything, but she's talked about leaving. I was like, well, if she leaves, can we take over that and that rent?
There's
Like,
no way.
no, no, because they're gonna like he's working on selling it, so they're gonna try to possibly get other people into that for. They're gonna probably say a year,
Yeah.
and if they sell the property, they're just gonna have to honor that agreement until that year's up, and then either a give us another like be like, hey, like we want to keep you guys here, like we like the income, or hey, get the fuck out of here because we want to rebuild it or tear it down. So we got a little bit less than a year to decide,
Yeah.
but it could be either one of those to where like, yeah, we get a new people that own the auto shop, like they take that over and they're just like, no, this is what we want. And we just want to take you guys for your money in a sense, like not in a bad way, but you guys keep on living there, keep on paying us, all hunky dory.
I honestly can't believe anybody's paying $200 a month for rent in 2024.
Oh yeah, we're
Like,
paying 16. Like,
yeah, it's 1600 for that place. Jesus Christ.
California, God, gotta love it. It's like I'm
Eh,
also literally like less than a 2 minute walk from the beach, and I do have it's a semi-private beach in a sense, as in like we went down there yesterday and there were 4 people on it.
Yeah, I think I would just, huff copium and be like, that's the $800 goes towards having beach access. Like,
Yeah, no, like that's like the one thing I'm looking at. I was like, you know what, like I'm literally like a 2 to 3 minute drive to the fucking disc golf course. So
oh man, 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, you could walk
I
there in 15.
I could walk there if I really wanted to,
Yeah.
but I don't. But
Yeah.
there possibly is a way to reach the beach from the disc golf course, so we want to try to do it one day where we walk to the beach and then to the disc golf course and then back that way.
That's pretty cool.
We want to see if there is a trail through it. Like it looks like there is, but it does go through a lot of like private-ish neighborhoods. Like it's not
Yeah.
gated by any means, but I don't want to walk through someone's yard.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of guy.
I was having that issue a couple years back when I was doing a fishing trip, and there was just one area that I really wanted access to, but there's just private homes just on the sea cliffs and stuff, and I was like, I just need to be here, and there's all these homes that are blocking me. Like they
Yeah.
don't have access to the beach, like, but there's
Yeah,
no.
it's there's no stairs, but it's I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, because it's like I would from what I could see on satellite images, I would have to like just climb down this one ridge, which didn't look too tough.
Hmm.
But I was like, these homes, they don't access this beach. Like otherwise they would have made like some sort of stairway or something.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, that's that, and then I was probably I'm thinking about getting my license again up here
Yeah.
and stuff because that they have the jetty too. That's like really nice and goes pretty far out. And
Hmm.
don't have to have a license though if you're on a jetty that's surrounded by water.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, the most sea bearing northward facing dock, I believe, or man made structure.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know which one because I looked at it. It was on this same trip. I was trying to get pretty far north
Hmm.
from like basically from the tip, the north of San Francisco, and
Hmm.
then Tamales Bay, and then up past up to Jenner, and then further on if I could.
Yeah.
But once I got to Jenner, that's when I realized I had COVID, and I was not doing good.
No, the vid, man, you got it.
It was such a good trip too. I was so upset to like have to leave so early.
Yeah. No, I bet. Like, I hate trips like that where it's like you get like sick. Like, literally, like when you guys came up and I got fucking sick.
Oh yeah, that
It's
blew.
dude, that was sucks so bad. Like, try to play
Yeah.
that disc golf that one day, just kept on throwing up. I'm just like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going home.
Yeah, you needed to.
Yeah, that was a rough time. But so, did anything new with you lately?
I don't know. I think it's just been kind of, I want to say like kind of a head struggle. You know what? I'm just going to start from the beginning in this situation. I went to the dentist in June.
Hmm.
I got my blood pressure taken at the dentist because this one uh, a hygienist, a really cool chick. She like does great work, and she tells me everything she does before she does it. She took my blood pressure, and it was like super high, and this is like the second time that that has happened. And she's like, "Okay, we're gonna give you a second to just chill. We'll come back in like 5 minutes and do it again, but you need to like relax." Because I was telling her that like I'm just stressed because we're at the dentist. Everything you do on my teeth hurts. I just am good at hiding it.
Yeah,
and she, and she's like she tells me like there's nothing to be stressed out about. Like we're not here to like, hurt or like, just steal your money or anything. And I'm like, those are the two things that are stressing me out. You hurt me and you take
you
my
take
money.
more money than I have.
Yeah. I'm just lucky I have okay insurance and an HSA to cover this, but that HSA is money that like I put in. So
Yeah,
anyways, that's like getting the weeds about it. But so blood pressure super high. And she when they came back, it was better, but still not great. So I've been on a kind of a journey of like very low sodium diet, uh, watching portion control. Both me and the wife are both dieting because as soon as I got near my 30s, my metabolism just went and I went wide, you know?
Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah, you're
We get
telling me.
shirts and we go out to dinner on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, we hitting that sizzler, boy.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, we hitting buffets, dog.
That's endless shrimp.
Endless shrimp and carbs, dog. That's how you live this life. A
Yeah,
fortune of fame.
I can attest to going out to we went to like a sushi buffet and I
Hmm.
remember just gorging myself to the point where like my stomach was like just feeling distended and stuff. And like I know like obviously I know I shouldn't, but like I'm a poverty kid and I'm just like
Finish
oh
all your food.
gotta I gotta eat my money's worth and then some, you know? So
If you don't hurt while leaving, you're doing it wrong.
yeah. So we've been kind of on a journey, uh, and we've been both doing really good. I went from I know like people that are actually have weight issues are gonna scoff, but I went from probably I didn't weigh myself beforehand, but I did weigh myself at 216 and I then like I think I don't know how many weeks later, but then I weighed again and I was at 206 after being on a low sodium, uh, low portion diet. So I'm sure a lot of that is water weight, and like I'm gonna hit a plateau pretty soon,
Yeah.
and that means that I have to work out, which I kind of
Ooh.
yeah, I kind of started doing that. But then the problem occurred where I would get home, I would work out, and then I would be like, okay, it's time to do all the other things I want to do. But it's already 7 o'clock. I have probably I usually go to bed around 10:30,
Hmm.
and so I have like if I want to relax, it's probably not going to happen.
No.
So I try to shove so many things in, like I need to edit, uh I need to do stuff around the house. Like there's certain things that I haven't gotten done because I've been doing other things,
Yeah.
along with the fact that I need to be applying for other jobs. And
It's always hard to do though when you have one and stuff because
yeah,
you're not in a rush to do it by any means because you're like I got it, like I'm chill, like I'm
yeah.
making money, like I'm okay now, like I don't need a new job. Like I need one, but I don't need one.
The thing that's motivating me is every day I go to this job and like there's always something new that bothers me that I'm just like I hate this. I hate this place.
So you're
Like,
just getting to the point where you're
yeah,
just fed up.
I did the last round of recycling, and they gave it was $650 in cash on the last round. So my company made about $998 in total to for all the work that I did, and I've been and like and then to top it off, I'm so sick and tired of coming home covered in like rat shit dust and being super like just sweaty and like because the building is they as I'm working now like I'm just cleaning up my stuff. I have to put all my stuff, all the networking equipment on pallets, so I'm still moving stuff. The whole building's hot, and then they have one of the janitors on their little I don't know, zamboni cleaner thing, and it's all it is it's spitting out water, and he's like, it's just like a vacuum but for like I guess a wet vac.
Yeah.
And but it's just putting water on the concrete, which in a hot building just makes it muggy. So now I'm sweaty, hot, muggy, and I just
Cranky
hate
because all I had is top ramen for lunch.
it.
Well, everybody
I
has a
mean,
fucking pizza.
yeah, dude, I'm so sick of it.
Dude, I feel, and I think that's a big part of why like I'm doing this too. Is like sick of that whole entire like working for someone else. Like I'd rather be able to do something that I enjoy doing, rather
Yeah.
than being like, all right, like, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have to get a fucking job somewhere.
Mhm.
It's going to be a shit job. Like, I just need money in the bank account and then
Yeah.
I can do what I want. But yeah, no, it's just, that's bullshit, dog. Especially the whole entire like recycling debacle. Like, that still fucking irks me. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm not even a part of it. Like, because I would have
And
been like, all right, well, you can find someone else to take the rest of that back. Like, one of you guys can take that shit back.
what's also upsetting is like communication within the company.
No one's accountable.
No, it's also weird stuff too. And I don't want to explain I don't want to get too much into it.
Then let's not do it. On to our next subject.
How about this? Let's put a pin in it, and in the future when it's time, I'll let it out, okay?
After
Like
you're done with your NDA, you don't have to do that shit no more. Don't have to
there's
worry
no
about them.
there's no NDA. It's just like there's
He's
people
working
within the
for a
company.
top secret program for them. He's working on hacking everybody else.
I wish that would be like that would be cool. Like I would be so much more proud of what I'm doing. But right now I'm just like a cable jockey that like knows networking very
I know how
well.
to use Python.
Yeah, I have like a sorta. Yes, I have a basic understanding. And
All
I
you have to do is
also
watch that Russian dude I showed you.
oh
This is how
yeah.
you create boobs on Python.
Yeah, it just it just makes like ASCII characters. Yeah, I
Fucking
did
love it.
learn how to do that during on one of my classes, so that was kind of cool.
That's sick.
No, it's mostly just um like I go to work and I have like a mind full of like everything I learned getting my associate's degree. I guess the best way to say is like okay, so say you get a construction job,
Hmm.
but they don't trust you with any tools.
So if I got a construction job,
If you got a construction, yeah, you don't. You have tools at your
no, I'm just
disposal.
saying,
Yeah,
if I
if
actually got a job at a construction site, they're just like, this guy has a little bit of that little bit of special to him. He can
yeah,
he can work the rope.
but
Give
they
him the
would
sign.
they would at least test you out. They would at least be like, okay, give him a hammer, see if he can drive a nail. At least give him a power tool, see if he's not afraid to use an impact driver.
Okay, give
Yeah,
it away. He's too happy about it.
yeah. But no, it's pretty much like that. It's like I go to work, I have tools at my disposal, but I don't have the full ability to use them because I'm limited on the permissions and I I can do more. I have the
Yeah,
knowledge to do more, but they're limiting my ability to gain experience on what I can do, and thus I don't have the experience to express on job applications. So,
so what I'm hearing is your little bird stuck in a cage, and you need to be let free from that cage so you can
yeah,
spread your wings and fly and show the true genius of what your feathers can contain.
I'm no genius, but yeah.
I mean, better than the next guy. But
Yeah.
no, I feel it like that. Like, honestly, like I just feel like there is no real pride in our workforce anymore because there's no real pride for it.
Mhm.
Like, because there's no like real reason to like put yourself on for a company by any means, because you can just go to a next company and if they pay you more, then that's what it comes down to. Because it's not like they're doing any kind of pension deals anymore. It's all 401k. It's kind of like a bullshit fucking healthcare package that you can sign up for if you qualify for certain things. And then like
Mhm.
it's just like there's no loyalty to the worker anymore
Yeah.
because they do look at us like numbers and they're just like, well, I can just have someone here next week to like that would replace you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. Well, then I'm out now. Like, but it's just like there's nothing to like keep us loyal to a business. Like there is like the small mom and pop shops that you do get like good little things with, but it's yeah, not like
Very few and far in between.
Yeah, and because a lot more are getting pushed out by big box stores because they can't keep up with pricing. Like the dude I used to work for, he's about to close down next week.
Oh yeah, your the brew
Yeah, the
shop.
homebrew shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only one we had from Northern California,
Yeah.
and it's gone now because people decide like it's easier to shop online. Which I get
It
convenience, like
is. Yeah.
I
We
get it,
were
and but it's just
I was complaining about this uh just yesterday about how the convenience of Amazon is just taken over, and I'm upset at the inability to like purchase conveniently anywhere else. Like I can go on Amazon and I can find the seller's storefront, but that means like every time I buy, I have to like take the time to do that.
mhm.
And maybe I should be doing that, but also like I needed to buy a power adapter for a USB print server I was setting up,
Okay.
and it goes straight to amazon.com, and there's a listing of like all this different plasticky bullshit that I'm just like I don't know if I can trust any of this stuff. Like
Yeah,
is like I put in the input and output I needed for this device, and it shows me all these products that say they can do that, but I don't want to buy a faulty product that just like ends up like power surge and fries the electronic I'm plugging this into.
yeah,
And I just wish there was like alternatives to it, but there isn't, because the next best thing is going to a local shop, but all of those are gone. You have like it's either Walmart or Amazon, and I
yeah,
hate Walmart.
yeah. Dude, Walmart fucking sucks.
Walmart blows.
Yeah.
I've There's very few times that I find what I'm looking for at Walmart, because like I went in there for like a simple thing. This I Oh, the tangents I'm gonna go on. This this
Let
was
it
just
rip.
okay, just one
Lawnmower
story
that
to
bitch.
focus on. I needed a fine mesh sieve because I was
Bake
doing a
the
lot
cake.
of kind of I was doing a bunch of broth, and I needed something besides just my it's like the cheesecloths that we had.
Okay, yeah.
So when I was like, well, I can order it online, or I could just go to Walmart. They have so much stuff, they have to have a fine mesh sieve. Easy. So that's what I
Oh,
do. I
guys,
went to Walmart,
colanders.
and listeners, I did not go to one of the like small Walmarts, the Walmart you remember when you were younger. I went to the Walmart Super Center mega church, suck my goddamn cock, big American Walmart.
American flags and guns in that bitch.
They had all sorts of colanders, all sorts
Mm,
of strainers. They didn't have fine mesh sieves. And if you're wondering what a fine mesh sieve is because you don't know, and that's fine, it
I
is
don't know.
basically a colander or strainer, like you would if you were making like spaghetti and you needed to drain the water.
Mm,
Uh, but the holes are very small. It's wire and it's fine mesh. So it just means that when I'm cooking a broth and I need to have a more clarified broth because there's some fats in it, it'll
get
catch
them
those
bones out of there.
fats. Yeah, and the bones too.
It, have you looked up the conical sifters?
I have
I think that would probably work for what you're kind of looking for.
well,
And
guess where I bought my fine mesh sieves from.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's years ago though, but
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I get that one. Like it's tough because it's like, yeah, you go into stores and it's like they either don't have what you need, they're out of what you need,
Mhm.
or just straight up just don't fucking have it. Like they're like, yeah, we got 7 in the system, but on the floor there's nothing. Can you
Yeah,
go look in the back? We don't have anything in the back.
I
Where the fuck
I,
7 of them? Someone must have stole them.
I dealt with that at Home Depot once. I wanted to get these specific Christmas lights, and they had them online at this specific store. And so I went there, and all I told the guy, I was all like, "Hey, I'm looking for these lights. It says it's on this aisle in this bay." And we went over there, because I had already looked, and I didn't see them. And he was like, he was like, "Well, did you check the aisle?" I was like, "Yes." That's why I'm here talking to you. So he walked me back over there, and we looked at the spot where they should be. Nothing's there. And I was all like, okay, you're at the same place I'm at. Do we
Yeah.
go and get another person?
You're just gonna train until someone figures this the fuck out?
Yeah, I'm being a dick because it was an annoying situation, but he was a nice person. He so he would like they got their little mini computers, and they look it up and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, it's showing we have a 12 in stock, and that's usually like how much are per box." He's like, let me check the back." And you know how they have shelves up above where like they store stuff?
Yeah.
So I was like standing there for like 3 minutes before I was like, I look up and I see that item codes are written on the sides. And I read the item code and I looked up and I saw it. And I was like, okay, there it is. That's what I need. And I waited like, I think another like 2 minutes, and like nobody was showing up. And I was like, fuck it. And I climbed, I climbed up there and grabbed that box. And I remember he came back and he saw it and he was like, "Where'd that come from?" I was like, you know what? It was up there. I just grabbed it real quick." And he's like, "Okay." He knew what I did for sure, but
Whatever, dude.
yeah, I got
Stock it better.
my Christmas lights because they're so important to me.
I mean, they are because you got a house to put them on.
Exactly. I gotta make it look nice. I don't even
You
have kids. I'm just like, I just want the other kids in the neighborhood to like see Christmas lights and be excited.
right? Having just that joyous time at during Christmas time was always awesome. But side tangent with at least Christmas lights. One thing I missed was actually going like me would do this is just like we'd grab a couple beers, grab a joint or two, drive around and find those blocks that would do the fucking light shows
Yeah.
and stuff. And like we'd smoke like a joint on the way there. And then we'd sit there, fucking air out the car and sit there and have our beers while we're listening to this fucking light show
Yeah.
and just fucking do that. And then just fucking have a good ass time for like an hour. Dude, it
Yeah,
was
that's
so
pretty
sick.
dope.
It,
Those are fun. We used to like when I was a kid, we used to drive around and see all the Christmas lights, and that was kind of like a pastime we did during the holidays.
nice. Dude, another side note. You guys should, I think we should do like a 4th of July thing, either up here or something, because they actually do the fireworks off the bluffs. Up here, like the actual
Oh,
city ones, like they're off the bluffs.
yeah,
So I was like, that would be kind of sick. That, or we were thinking about like it'd be a sick trip to make it back up to where, back up north to
yeah.
go to the beach that we went to this past year, and it was so sick. Like that was so much fun. Like
Hmm.
I can only imagine like how it'd be with just like the group of friends.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
dude, like fucking, wow,
The only thing about the fireworks is Finn is gonna be he's gonna need to be sedated.
that's fine. Just
If it's, you know, if it's a short trip, we can leave him behind. I just
yeah. Well, then that would suck to leave him behind in the house alone with fireworks going off around you
no,
guys.
we would let him, we would drop him off at like
Someone's
in-laws probably.
there. Yeah, there you go. Make them watch him after you watch their shitty pissy dog for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
What's up, dog? Oh, you're taking a shit. Welcome.
The
I
only
hope that
place,
wasn't. Oh, it's wet. Cool. That's not going to
God,
leave a stain or anything.
I just hated every time we would like we would bring him outside because we haven't seen him pee or poop like all day, and like bring him outside and he would just like not do anything. He'd just sit on the concrete looking scared and stuff. Yeah. They're like, just shit, and you can come back inside.
Why are you shaking? It's 90 degrees out. Why are you shaking? Just...
Oh my god.
All right, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's about that time.
It's been an evening. It's been chill. It's been fun.
So this has been the A2J podcast. I have been your host, Axel, and this was my co-host,
John. What's up, motherfuckers? I hope you all have a good night. Hope all is well in your guys' life from one pound to another. Take care.
Later.